Some dogs lay by the door for hours after their owner leaves, not sleeping, not playing, just waiting. Waiting for footsteps in the hallway, waiting for keys at the door, waiting for the moment the house finally feels like home again. And the heartbreaking part is, most owners never even realize it's happening. They assume their dog just sleeps all day, that they're totally fine, that being gone for a few hours doesn't really mean much. But for many dogs, the moment you leave isn't just a small change in the day. It's the moment their nervous system starts searching for you. And once you understand what really happens, after that door closes, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Morning. You stand up from the couch. You grab your keys. You put on your jacket. And immediately, your dog lifts their head. You haven't even walked to the door yet. But somehow, they already know. Research on dog behavior suggests dogs are incredibly skilled at reading human movement, not just the obvious actions, the tiny ones too. The way your weight shifts, the way your breathing changes when you're in a hurry, the order your hands move when you reach for your phone and keys every morning. To you, it's routine. To your dog, it's a signal. That's why many dogs start following their owner around minutes before they leave the house. Not because they're curious, because their body is preparing for a separation they can't control. You walk into the kitchen. They follow. You go to the bathroom. They wait outside the door. You change rooms. They stand up immediately. A lot of people call that clingy. But for dogs, physical distance is deeply connected to safety. Some studies suggest cortisol, the stress hormone, can rise when dogs are separated from the humans they're bonded to. That doesn't mean every dog panics when left alone. But it does suggest your presence has a very real effect on their body. And sometimes, what dogs fear most isn't you leaving. It's not knowing when you're coming back. If your dog stands up the second you grab your keys, comment 1. There's something most people never notice. Right before you leave, many dogs stretch, slowly, from their front paws all the way through their back. It looks like relaxation. But in animal behavior, stretching can also happen when the nervous system is trying to release tension, like the body preparing itself for something uncomfortable. Then you say, "Be good while I'm gone." The door closes, and the house goes quiet. This is the part most owners never see. During the first few minutes after you leave, many dogs don't lie down right away. They walk through the house, sniff the places you were just standing, listen to sounds outside the door. Some run to the window. Some lay beside your shoes. Some curl up in the exact spot you were sitting moments earlier. Not because it's cute. Your scent genuinely helps regulate their nervous system. One study from Emory University suggested dogs show strong brain responses to their owner's scent in areas connected to reward and positive emotion. In other words, your smell isn't just a smell to them. It feels familiar, safe, comforting. That's why so many dogs sleep on their owner's clothes or shoes when they're alone. Not because the shirt matters, because you were in it. If your dog has ever laid on your clothes or shoes, leave a like. What confuses people about stress in dogs is that they only look for dramatic signs: barking, destroying things, scratching the door. But sometimes the saddest sign is doing nothing at all. The dog just lays there, quiet, not playing, barely reacting. Some behavior researchers refer to this as a shutdown response. After prolonged stress, the body starts conserving emotional energy. Not every dog experiences this, but in highly attached or sensitive dogs, long periods of loneliness can quietly change behavior over time. That's when owners start saying things like, "They don't seem excited anymore. They barely play now. They just lay there all day." And the heartbreaking part is, many dogs never stop loving their owner. They just slowly learn not to expect as much anymore. And those are two very different things. A lot of people assume dogs sleep the entire time their owner is away. Sometimes they do, but not always. Some behavior tracking studies suggest many dogs constantly change resting spots while home alone. From the door, to the window, back to wherever your scent is strongest. Like their nervous system never fully settles. And here's the interesting part. Some dogs only enter deep sleep after their owner comes home. That means something very important in the animal world. Deep sleep is vulnerability. You don't fully let go in a place that feels unsafe. And maybe that's what humans forget when they see their dog sleeping peacefully beside them every night. That's not just comfort. That's trust. A massive amount of trust. Then finally, the keys rattle at the door, and instantly, the entire house changes. Your dog jumps up. Their ears lift. Their footsteps get faster. Their tail starts wagging before the door even opens. Most people call that excitement. But for dogs, reunion after separation may go much deeper than that. Some studies suggest oxytocin and dopamine increase significantly when dogs reunite with someone they're bonded to. These are the same kinds of hormones connected to attachment, reward, and emotional safety. In simple terms, their body is feeling this. Finally, I'm not alone anymore. And notice something else. A lot of dogs don't run to their food bowl when you get home. They run to you first. Some jump. Some spin in circles. Some bring you a toy. Some simply press against your legs. Every dog expresses it differently, but the goal is the same. Reconnect as fast as possible. And the sad part is, many reunions only last a few seconds. You walk in, pet your dog quickly, then look down at your phone, texts, emails, work, and your dog is still standing there, waiting. That's the moment many people miss. Not because they don't love their dog, but because they don't realize how important that moment is to them. There's a huge difference between being near your dog and truly being present with them. You can be in the same room, but mentally somewhere else. And dogs notice that far more than we think. They read your eyes, your posture, your tone of voice, your attention. That's why some dogs place their head on your leg after you come home, not asking for food, not asking to play, just staying there, like they're checking, are you really here with me now? And the interesting thing is, dogs don't need huge gestures to feel connected. Sometimes all it takes is one moment of eye contact, 1 minute without your phone, one time sitting beside them instead of walking past. To humans, that feels tiny. To dogs, it feels like, you still matter to me. And no matter how busy your life gets, tomorrow morning, your dog will still be the first living thing looking for you. Night falls. The house gets quieter. No more keys. No more doors opening and closing. No more waiting. Your dog walks into the bedroom. This time, they're calm. No jumping, no barking. They just look for a place close to you, at the foot of the bed, against your back, near your feet. Research suggests close contact with bonded humans can help lower cortisol levels in dogs. That's why so many dogs sleep better beside their owner. Not just because it's warm, because their body feels safer. And notice this. Right before falling asleep, many dogs let out a deep sigh, like they can finally let go. After spending the whole day tracking your presence, after waiting for you to come home, they lay down, trusting you completely vulnerable. And maybe that's the greatest gift a dog gives a human. Not obedience, not tricks, not movie-style loyalty. Trust. A living creature handing you their entire sense of safety every single day, again and again. Tomorrow morning, your dog will wake up before you do again, follow you into the kitchen again, lay somewhere close enough to know you're still there. And when you leave the house, they may stand by that door longer than you realize. Not because they're weak, not because they're spoiled, but because to them, you're not just the person who feeds them or walks them. You're the place their body learned what safety feels like. And maybe that's the most beautiful thing about dogs. No matter how many times connection gets interrupted, they still try again the next day. Subscribe if you want to understand the things dogs have never known how to say out loud.